Okay. So Whitney's movies are so I saw it. Now, surprisingly, I didn't expect this, but the Emmy from SVU, Tamara Tooney, played Whitney's mom. Now, I almost didn't recognize her at first, but then as she went through the movie, I recognized her, of course. And I knew it before the credits, of course, but I'm like, what? That's the girl from SVU. Anyway, good job, though, right? But, and Stanley Tucci played Clive Davis, right? And of course, the girl who played Whitney, I still can't quite remember her name yet. Sorry about that, dear. But anyway, and then it was kind of, pretty much what you would expect from a biography written by someone else. So, right. Now, see, Chris should have made it a biography instead of an autobiography, right? So he tried to ghostwrite it for me, right? And he kind of put in some of his own emotional baggage, I think, right? Especially with Hurricane David and all that, right? All I said was I prayed for a bubble of protection over the trailer in Pine Orr, right? In the blog, right? Chris is just talking about all kind of hurricanes there. Okay. Right. Well, it's like when you hire a writer to write your autobiography because you don't know how to write, right? Right. Now, that's what the disciples, who were fishermen, right? You can't blame them for not knowing what the audience would need 2,000 years later. They're dealing with first century knowledge, not 2,000 years from then, right? Think of it that way too, idiot. Damn. But the problem is there are hermaphrodites. Right. They come from sex too. Okay? If there's more male than female, though, what does that mean, right? One had to come here as a hermaphrodite to have sex with the male and female human beings, like I told you. And what was his name? Satan. Right? And why is it his sin, that right? More than ours. He'd be better. Though he raped Eve not by simply the sex, whether pleasurable or not, but by his knowledge he raped her, right? He knew what was more right than wrong, right? Than she did, right? This is grace too, right? She didn't understand that the tree wasn't a tree she wasn't supposed to eat it. Don't you see what I mean, right? That's grace, right? Even though it was the body of Satan in a physical form, as if he was a human being, but probably corrupted too. And another thing is, his plan was probably, if you read Ezekiel, to drown in the ocean, right? When you go down into the grave, what does that sound like? Suicide, right? I know. Why do you think we get suicidal this time of year when no one loves us? Well, why ain't I? Because my God is real. My God is alive, right? He is living on the inside, roaring like a lion. My God's not dead. He's truly alive, right? Yes, sir. But my God is my spirit, not my body. But my body is made by my spirit, too. They're made to be the temple of the spirit, right? Your body, right? Now, why do we make temples or buildings or things like that? Well, to gather together to worship God, right? In us all, though. It's in the Yehuda the Goyim. Yehuda. You understand? It's in the Ish the Isha. The bond and free. Whatever word you want to use that, right? Slave and master, right? Master and slave, right? Now, like, oh holy night, for the slave is now our brother. What does that mean, right? When you make master the slave, you're saying, I get more money than this person because I'm better than you, right? I'm the master, you're the slave, right? That's Satan 101, right? Jesus said, I come to serve my fellow brothers, right? And help them understand what Satan taught them wrong, right? Yeah, no. Yeah, you know. And my sisters. Now, I'm trying to tell you why the woman in Song of Solomon was wanting him to be her brother in the first place. Because after they had sex, she has to wait for him to come back. You know? And if it's good sex, she's got to wait for him whenever he wants sex with her again, right? And if you're in a harem, he got to serve 1,000 other women, or 999. You get the point, right? You got to wait on him. She's got to wait on him. And she's out there, and the watchmen are marching around, and they're beating her and all that, because he wants to find him, right? But she can't find her love, right? Read the song. It's a song of bitterness and resentment for the man, too, right? They had sex, but she's not coming back. He's doing some other woman probably too, you know. She wishes he was born her brother, idiot. Get what she means, I know. In the house of her mother, right? And had sucked her mother's breast. Give it. She wished she had never had sex with him in the point too, right? Goes down, she's pining for it. She's longing for the touch of her lover again, right? And where are you, my love? Where have you gone, right? Don't you get it, right? She misses him, right? And she's got to wait for him to come back to her, right? She's trying to find him, but then the watchman want to beat her for it, right? Stay home. Go back to your little squabble in the ground, right? Your little hole in the ground, right? Your little hobbit hole, right? You know what I mean, right? But that's what you're doing is you're reading it like a novel or something, or like a comic book. You're not getting what the girl's saying, right? She's complaining about it, right? Her situation, right? She's done had sex. He's done embraced her. He done took her virginity already. But she didn't get pregnant. She's not a door yet, right? She's still waiting for him to come back to her and finish the job, right? You know? If you know what I mean, right? Now, if you have 1,000 women and they're supposed to have a baby with you, well, that's 1,000 babies too, right? Go there too. But she is not yet a door, right? Do you see what it means? Though his hand goes to the door and she shivers, right, with delight. It's a metaphor. It's a metaphor for the vagina being the door, the baby maker, right? The baby container, right? Out comes the baby, 9 years later, that's the door. Jesus sent him through the door too, right? You're missing it, and he